Dear colleagues, my name is Halyna Lystvak, and I would like to present a research that we conducted with Nadiia Zubko at Vasil Stefanic National Scientific Library of Ukraine, and Orest Khamula and Olha Stadnyk at Ukrainian Academy of Printing. Despite the development of new information technologies, the printed book continues to serve as an important channel of social communication, accumulating knowledge and experience gained by mankind over thousands of years and transmitting it across time and space. Our work focuses on Ukrainian books of the 21st century, and we are interested in their design in the context of their communication potential, especially in the book cover design, which plays a crucial role in books' fate. The study aims to highlight traditional approaches and innovative practices in the design of books published in Ukraine over the past 2 decades. The binding is an important structural element of the cover design of a printed publication, which covers the book block. It plays the role of mediator between the content of the book and the person trying to read it through symbolic or object images, short text, and the type and texture of the material used. Book bindings are made of soft or hard material. For this reason, they are differentiated into hardcovers and paperbacks. Publishers mostly choose tape-bound covers, often with flaps that add strength to the binding and provide more space for text and illustrations. Despite the thick paper, due to intensive use, the paperback covers of the publications wear out quickly. The construction of the hardcover is stronger, more complex, and more expensive. It is usually chosen for publications designed for active or long-term use. An important structural element of the hardcover book is the end paper, which binds the cover with the book block. They are made of thicker paper than the book block, depending on the design, and papers can be blank, uncolored, or have color, text, or illustration on it. Some books have holes of various shapes in the bindings, through which fragments of the end paper are visible. Most book cover designs are created using the Adobe software package, which allows to work with raster and vector graphics, create layout, adjust text attributes, set up color profiles, and make a pre-press checkup of files. The degree to which designers use certain software is the process of creating a cover depends on their personal preferences and creative tasks specifications. A new trend in book cover design is the introduction of augmented reality technologies into publication design. Such publications contain QR codes or image elements that can be activated by gadgets using specially developed apps or Instagram effects and engage readers in additional interaction. The vast majority of publications with AR elements on the Ukrainian market are children's fiction and educational publications. Usually, such interactive journeys start right from the cover, like here, for example, in slide, in the editions of the Fairy Tale series by Art Nation Publishing. Another new trend worth mentioning is the use of generative artificial intelligence to create images for book covers. Ukrainian designers mostly use the artificial intelligence neural network Midjourney, like in Marina Ponomarenko's poetry collection, The Book of Love and Fury, experimental book for children, I Want to Go to Mars, which is written and illustrated entirely using artificial intelligence, as indicated on the cover, or Valery Pozik's book, Love, Dead. Since 2003, the Book Chamber of Ukraine has been publishing statistical data on the production of paperback and hardcovers. It can be stated that in terms of the number of titles from 2003 till 2022, paperbacks dominated the publishing repertoire. On average, 64.33% of titles were covered with paperbacks and 35.67% with hardcovers. As can be seen from the slide, over the analyzed period, the gap between publications in different covers has been decreasing over time. As can be seen from the next slide, until 2010, hardcovers prevailed among the editions in circulation. The paperback didn't take root in the Ukrainian market because it was poorly perceived by readers. In 2007 and 2016, the total annual circulation of hardcover editions was 1.5 times higher. Since 2017, more copies had paperback covers, which is also due to an increase in their quality. This type of cover is now favored by publishers of university books, academic monographs, and nonfiction literature. According to a sociological study commissioned by the Ukrainian Book Institute, cover design and visual aesthetics of publication are generally the factors that influence the purchase of publication by 7% of respondents. Book covers play an important role in informing potential readers about their content. Sometimes the message on the book cover can be very misleading. For example, the cover design of the book Untouched Words doesn't give an understanding of what this publication is about, while it turns out to be a collection of scholarly articles about Ukrainian poet and translator Volodymyr Svidzinski. A similar situation occurred with Oksana Domanska's book The Way Protein Bodies Exist, published in 2005. The cover and the title gave the impression of a popular book on genetic engineering. However, it is a work of fiction written in the form of a teenage girl's diary. This discrepancy was noticed, and in the 2008 reprint, the book got a new title, Schoolgirl from the Suburbs, and the cover image was changed. Not all potential recipients will also recognize famous Ukrainian philosopher Grigory Skovoroda on the cover of his selected works edition entitled The Best. The information on the cover of a publication can include a whole list of elements. It is regulated by the current standard editions, paperbacks and hardcovers, general requirements, and rules of design. And publishers also add something extra to make it more attractive. It is also important that the spine contains at least minimal information about the book. Otherwise, it will not be able to make a statement on the shelves of bookstores or libraries. Today, more and more publishers show the front cover and spine when presenting books in online stores. Ukrainian publishers often publish translated books in a cover that duplicates the design of the original. This requirement may be specified in the license agreement. At the same time, some Ukrainian editions have different covers. When designing them, they take into account the preferences of the local reader and make appropriate accents. For example, the cover of the British edition of Alexandra Shulman focuses on the author, larger font and photo, while the Ukrainian edition highlights the title, since the former editor-in-chief of British Vogue is less known here. The cover of Mary Warner's Marion's 100 Ideas That Changed Photography is designed differently, based not only on keywords, but on the camera lens image. As you can see on the slide, the Family Leisure Book Club publishing house changed the cover design of the Ukrainian edition of Daniel Keyes' science fiction novel Flowers for Algernon to a less technogenic one than that of the Orion publishing house. Reprinting a book with a new cover is also one of the ways to modernize it. Align it with the latest trends and choose better means of visualizing its content. For example, in the updated reprint of William Zinsser's book on Writing Well, the classic guide to writing nonfiction, the translation of the title and subtitle is more in the line with the original. The image of the wizard got removed. Similar transformations have occurred in the publication Miracle Morning Millionaires, What the Wealthy Do Before 8 a.m. That Will Make You Rich by Hal Elrod, David Osborne, and Henry Corder. Here the changes affected not only the title, but also the illustration, which more accurately conveys the content now. Design plays an important role in the preparation for printing and distribution of multi-part publications. Individual issues of series, multi-volume, complete editions are issued in a typical manner. Typical placement of text and illustration blocks with different colors might be appropriate in the design of serial publications, like here on the covers of original works by Daria Ozerna, optimistically about health. Closed series, multi-volume, or set editions on the shelves of bookstores, private and public libraries can form a coherent composition, given that the spine of each issue is the fragment. Ababa Halamaha Publishing House uses this design in its series of Harry Potter books and Lockwood & Co. series. Such solutions are attractive to the reader, but require high-quality printing, namely the fit of the paper sheet to the binding sides. Some books, primarily fiction, local history, and art history, are additionally covered with a dust jacket. Today, its priority mission is aesthetic. In the practice of modern book publishing, the partial dust jacket is used. For example, in the edition of Mark Levin's works entitled Zelena 18, the partial dust jacket is designed as a fence which hides what is happening in the garden. It is also a typical element in the design of several editions of Ernest Hemingway's works. In the edition of Stadnyk's works, the partial dust jacket has a hole in the shape of the writer's profile. The 4 volumes of the project Ukraine-Europe Chronology of Development are joined together by 2 partial dust jackets, vertically and horizontal. Especially refined editions are placed in slipcases. Slipcases have different designs, shape, are made for 1 or more books combined in a certain way. After trimming the book block from 3 sides, the head, tail, and 4 edge sides are formed, which usually have the color of the book block paper. Sometimes the head, tail, and 4 edge sides of the block are painted, silvered, gilded, ornamented, or with text. This makes the artistic design of the publication completed. One of the most important book design events in Ukraine is the Best Book Design, which has been organized since 2016 by the Book Arsenal International Festival, in cooperation with the Goethe Institute in Ukraine and with the support of the Frankfurt Book Fair and the Buchkunst Foundation. Among the publications sent to the competition, a short list of winners and laureates in various categories is determined, followed by the Grand Prix. Books are evaluated in the following categories: books for reading, in which the text dominates; visual books, in which the pictorial components prevails; children's books; utilitarian books, which include various types of practical publications; and experiments. At the same time, the following criteria are taken into account: innovativeness and relevance of the design, harmonious combination of book content and design, novelty and originality of the visual concept, the relationship between the illustrations and the main idea, correspondence between the style of illustrations and the reader's target group, convenience and readability of the text, combination of fonts, high implementation quality. Thus, the construction of a modern Ukrainian codex book doesn't differ significantly from that of an ancient book. The main content is concentrated on the pages of the book block, which is strengthened, protected, and decorated by the binding, and paper, and band, and other elements. Ukrainian publishers prefer paperbacks. From 2003 till 2022, they covered an average of 64.33% of titles. However, in terms of circulation, hardcovers dominate, due to the high share of school textbooks in book publishing. Attractive and creative cover design enhances the consumer value of a publication, distinguishes it from thousands of others, helps in the competitive struggle, attracts the attention of buyers, and promotes the spread of the author's ideas and knowledge among readers. Book cover is a significant communicative element of a printed publication. It allows not only to identify the publication, but also to reflect the type of the book with the help of verbal and visual components, to reveal the content, to indicate the intended purpose and reader's target group, to represent its strength, and thus to promote the book to the reader through bookstores and libraries. The ever-evolving digital tools like augmented reality and artificial intelligence give book designers and illustrators more and more opportunities to develop creative projects. Of course, this also brings new challenges: more complex design or printing process, the need for constant technical support, and unclear copyright issues. However, new technologies are increasing the visual and multimedia diversity of such publications, as well as the reader's interest in them. The study of the contemporary book's design allows us to identify the best publishing practices and promote their dissemination among industry representatives. Thank you for your attention.